Good morning, guys. This is Jeremy Damaris, and this is our second day in Egypt. Sasa ndio tunatoka kwa hoteli. Of course, we have a very good guy called Amin. He makes sure we are on time. It's 8 a.m. right now. We got a lot to do today. And of course, saizi tunaanzia mahali kunaitwa museum, Egyptian Civilization Museum, National Museum for Egyptian Civilization. Hapa sasa tunaelekea, we're gonna be seeing the mummies, the old mummies of Egyptians. I mean, ni wale watu waliongoza Egypt miaka ya kale, many years ago. In fact, nimesikia ya kwamba tutaona mpaka the Pharaoh mwenye alikuwa na tesa wa Israeli, and of course mwenye sasa alionana na Mungu hapa kwa hapa when he was supposed to let the people of Israel go. And that is the only thing that attracted me to this Egyptian museum. Na nikisikia mummies ni kumaanisha they are the real people, the real structure. I mean, yani ni mwili tu, ni nyama imetoka, but they have been able to keep their bodies there. Wamezikausha venye wanakaushanga, sijui inaitangwa embalming, kutoa vitu za tubo, but they are the real people hapa kwa hii National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. And of course everybody is very excited, they want to go in there, although kuna wengine wako na phobia, hawataki kuona mifupa ya watu, so they decided they will not go in, they will just be around to other areas. And of course for me, I can't even wait, na ninasikia ni wengi sana wako hapa. What I've come to realize is that sasa nikiingia huku, they said huko not taking video. As you can see, this is a beautiful place. Look at it. Hawa watu bwana wametengeneza, and this is in Africa. Well, I know Egyptian kuna side ya Asia na kuna side ya Africa. Of course side ya Asia ni kule Mount Sinai iko, where I'll be traveling tomorrow, but for today I'm here. And well, after here nitakuwa nikitembea. I heard kuna mtu anauzaga mafuta, sijui ati hiyo mafuta ukipaka uso ina kunyorosa kitu ingine, unarudi 15 years younger. Sasa mgojee kuona wadamari wenu akiwa a different person in the near future. So after here we are headed there, but let me get in here. And everybody, we had Elizabeth from Seattle. She's one of representing the young generation from the United States, and I can tell she was excited the whole of this trip. So it means after, if you bring your youth, your children, walete hapa, I'm telling you it will be a life-changing event. Well, tuko na Sophie hapa. I had a privilege kuonana na wao, because you see, being the second day hatujajuana sana na hawa watu, but now kuna wale ninajua, and well, and they had good attitude. Let me tell you, the people we had on this trip, wote ni watu wa maajabu sana. They made this trip enjoyable. We were able to assist each other. Of course, I mean, unajua mkitembea na watu mna smile together, just know that you're in the right company. Imagine ukikuja na wazungu hapa, ukijipiga picha wanashida unataka nini, ukisema mwende na huko hamusikizani. Now when you come with your people, it's very good. Anyway, ni tuseme bila maneno mingi, mimi niko hapa Egypt, and I'm really enjoying every bit of this place. Sasa saizi nimeingia, I'm actually about to go to the Pharaoh's or Golden Parade. Mimi sijui nini naendelea hapa, but of course, as I said, whatever I see good, I got to let you know. Sasa hapa kama ni jina ile unasikiaga ya Pharaoh, sasa mimi ninaiguza, nitatetemeka Pharaoh. Alafu kuna Golden Parade. Well, there is a lot happening here. So what I just want you to know is that don't worry. Hata kama huna visa ya kukuja Egypt, huna passport, hujui utakuja aje, I'm here for you. Just to let you know how this place looks like. Feel at home and enjoy. And of course, courtesy of my good sister hapa. Tumeletwa hapa na Sophie mwenyewe. Unajua Sophie ndiye huyu hachezagi. How are you? And of course Sophie, by the way, anauzanga tickets za ndege. Sijui hiyo?
Yes.
Unajua kila wakati watu wa diaspora naulizaga, who is that person who is very trustworthy kututafutia tiketi za rahisi? Ndiye huyu hapa Sophie. So just in case you want to come here, of course we are organizing for another trip. Na tutakuja. Sasa huku nini tunaona?
Here we have come to see the mummies, the Egyptian mummies of long ago.
Okay.
Yes.
The Egyptian mummies. Wajameni. Haya, wacha tuone hiyo uhondo. Of course, I had kuna mahali hatuwezi chukua video, so mimi sijui ni wapi. But mahali mimi naweza chukua video, I'll try make sure I got something for you. So ladies and gentlemen, wadamari wanyure rekione mwago wake kuma kuri Ngai na security ni tight gukureke ngwire twagera gate ta 3 4 5 tugigera kinya haha na well as you can see kuria mbere kuri ona andu no guku mundu arakimeremeta my friend etagwo Ngima Takoma ajiraga ni okite Israel no ndigwicia ni okite Egypt. You need next time to join our trip to come here to Egypt. And of course tuli na andu marakena guku ndina matha wa kuria Massachusetts haha kwana atia
gutiri na uru
ni ndiona no kwe ukena
ni kwega muno kundu guku ni kundu kwega no nyende mundu wothe oke erorere.
Exactly,
it's a beautiful place,
niguo
very beautiful.
Our day 2 to mathaa mama
Elizabeth wa Seattle
yeni to kura mathaa kuria Seattle
ndirakwira kaba uke wiyonere ndukanera.
Exactly,
this is the best place to be.
Exactly,
koguo ukawiyonere tondu matuku ni ma mwathani.
Awesome.
You better be here.
Umuthe twi gwa Pharaoh tutirenda itheru, hopefully tugukimuona no ndiraigua tuka kuona ke by the way
mwathani
ni uramenya
asa tadirikania
ona ni diui reke tuthi tukone tuka museum no ndaigua ni kwina mummies na maundu maria mothe kuria rugano ruothe rwa Misri. So let's walk around. It's one of the famous museum here in Egypt, and of course we are very much ready for this. And of course tuko na Amoche unajua ni a great friend of mine from New Hampshire. Watu wa New Hampshire mumewakilishwa.
That's right. Yes.
So what are you expecting to see here?
I can't wait to get to the pharaohs, and they call them mummies, right? Yeah, that's one thing that brought us here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And we'll probably let you guys know what our experiences are from seeing all this. And you know, we didn't even sleep, man. After we heard that we were coming here, I couldn't wait to get here. And now that I'm here, I can't wait to get in there and see.
Awesome. Haya tusonge. Bwana George ako hapa pia. George naye hachezi all the way from Hosanna Gospel Church kule kwa Pastor Kahura.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. Yeah, tuko hapa Egyptian Civilization Museum.
Yes.
To see the record of the ancient history of Egypt. Na hapa tutaona mummies, tutaona vitu zingine za kale. Na tunaamini tutafurahi sana.
Awesome. So watoto wako
muone Immaculate, muone tuko hapa Egypt.
You are enjoying every bit of it.
Enjoy, hewa ni nzuri na tunafurahia. Thank you.
Awesome. That's it. That's how it is, and that's how it's going down here. I think people are enjoying. So I mean, I don't know. So some people are going down, others are up here. For me, I don't know. But let me see what's going on here, and I'm so happy. This is a museum.
Gone down.
Oh yeah, probably people just need to watu waone alafu wasonge. I don't know. Let me kwanza mimi nijione hapa. Yeah? Where is the Amin? Amin is down. Okay. So what we are saying is that
And down we cannot.
Down ndio hatuchukui video. Okay. So okay, nimeambiwa down sichukui video, but of course you can see here there are a lot of people here trying to see, read, learn. I mean, a lot of stuff going on over here. Mimi sijui nini yako sijakaribia moja, but let me see for a minute. Then I join them. Koja. I don't know. Let me. What? Hawa ni akina nani sasa jameni? Hawa ni wanawake waliokuwa huku ama namna gani? I don't know. Allah. No adu. Kanera mare gobo. Mondo. Yeah. Nike mureka guku. Wali atia.
Ona nie thi turaguthia guthi.
Inyo mwati akuthie kuona. Haya, ninguthie.
the road that you go mummies. So what I'll need to do is just go down there and see what is happening. So, I mean, let me go downstairs and see what is happening. But I'm here. It's a beautiful place. It's a museum, Egyptian museum. Lakini nimesikia kuna mahali ya kuchukulia video. Wacha mimi niache. Thank you for now.
This is some of the Oshaptis, Beth. This is a very interesting collection of small little statues. These statues you see here, it's not a big one, it's not very tiny, it's a medium one. And their numbers usually comes to 366 statues were all inside the tomb of the deceased. Why is that? Because the king, these were the statues of Oshaptis. Oshaptis means the one who answers, the one who answers, the one who responds back. They were the maid and the servant for an afterlife. So in afterlife, the king is still king. He wants to be a king. He needs his servant. He needs his maids. He needs his entourage to be surrounding him. So they were kept their physical identity for them in the tomb. I mean physical identity, just a picture or just a statue. So in afterlife, the life will come back to them, and they will alive again, and they will serve the king again in his next life.
So some of these were the most favorite servants.
Exactly. And you can see the names. They has names, they has titles, and everyone.
They are small statues, so that the king can remember.
They actually represent an actual real people who lived with him, but they did. Yeah, they did not kill them. Right? If you imagine the king died, should we kill all the servants? No, but they will do replicas to the kings and the servants and the maids, so they will be again living with them in the afterlife.
Yeah,
this is the thoughts.
So that they can ask this one, give me water, just as you use my
This is a very interesting symbol. You probably have seen it repeatedly. It's the ankh, the cross-like. Here, down here. Here, all this is called ankh. A PhD study have discovered that the ankh, the shape of the ankh, it represents the ancient Egyptian sandals. The sandals. The loop at the top here, it's the which goes around the two, the big two, right? Yeah. And these are the strap to the of the sandal. Oh. Why would they would take a sandal as a symbol? In the Bible, we say, we step over the serpent. We walk and smash the snakes, yes, which represents the evil. Yeah. This is what we believe as a Christians. Yeah. Let's forget about that and go back to the ancient Egyptians, take you thousands even before, the concept and the philosophy. The ankh here for ancient Egyptian says it's called ankh, means life. Life, when you step the snakes, you granted the life. And you can see the similarity. This is similar to the cross, but it has the same meaning of the cross of life. Okay? This was, you can see it held by the kings and the tombs on the temples, always being next to the goddess, and the goddess are trying to hand him the ankh. That means she's trying to give him the everlasting life. So it's a very important symbol for Egyptian. It's called the ankh. Remember the name. Or we call it in English, K of life. By the way, the bus we are using, it's called K of life.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And they have the same symbol. Please come over. Are we missing someone? George and your mom? Okay. Guys, can you tell me what it is?
Prosthetic. Yeah.
Very good.
Look like toes.
A prosthetic, exactly. This is the first ever in the history of the medicine of the mankind. We have a prosthetic, a replica of somebody who lost his ankle and his feet, and that was a replacement. A replacement. You can see there is a prosthetic next to the actual tools. They are mixed together, the infusions, they were added together, so to help the man to walk properly. The first ever to be used in Egypt. So will take us to the medicine. Medicine was so advanced in ancient Egypt. You can see the guy who's seated here, his nose as Imhotep, and he's one of the ministers who lived. You can see how it was. Okay, Scalabus is regarded to be the goddess of medicine to the Greeks. When the Greeks invaded Egypt 323, they have discovered that Egyptians were so advanced in medicine and as a physicians, and they have studied what their work, their achievements, and that's why they have studied specifically king or vizier or minister Imhotep, which he lived around 4000 BC. His name is Imhotep, and he performed the first surgical in the history in ancient Egypt. And that's when they studied what he had achieved. They changed his name from Imhotep to Scalabus, and they started recalling him Scalabus, the goddess of medicine. And that's how he looked like. Remember, the first ever school of medicine was here in Egypt, in Heliopolis, where our hotel, near from where our hotel, the geographical area. Okay. That was the first ever capital of Egypt, called Ain Shams, or today they call it, or ancient times it was called the city of On, which means the sun. So On was the first city where the medicine and philosophy and architect and engineering had been produced to the mankind. From there, all the Greek philosopher, Greek doctors and physicians had taught the art of words, the art of medicine from Egypt. And from here went to Greece, from Greece to Europe, and to all over the world.
Wow.
One of the amazing, incredible water clock. It was about a jar, and the jar has been burst or has holes in sequence or in order. Each one, when it's filled with water, it will be dripping, and each level of it will be tells or indicating a certain time of the day. This had been used as the first ever water clock in the history.
Wow.
Alexander the Great, one of the greatest conquerors in the history of the mankind. Everybody knows Alexander. That's him. When he chosen to travel, when he chosen to conquer a country, he chose Egypt. And he conquered Egypt 323 BC. And he founded his city in Alexandria, which by the Mediterranean, the second largest city after Cairo, or the biggest populated city after Cairo, which has today about 20 million. But after he died, his successors and followers had built great empires. And one of the achievements of this empire was one of the lighthouse of Pharaoh, which regarded to be the second wonders of the ancient wonder. Egypt had been always had a 2 wonder out of 7. You know that world ancient wonders were 7. Egypt had 2 of them in Egypt. What's number 1? The Great Pyramids of Giza. And the second one was the lighthouse of Pharaoh, which is unfortunately had been destroyed by a tsunami during the 14th century AD. All right? excuse me. Hello? Christian time, Christian age. All right, this is the Christian times or the Christian age, and you can see one of his greatest like things that they have produced. It was the art and a textile and woodwork. We have here a very good example of the Egyptian textile. It goes back to 6th or 7th century AD, and this is a church boy or a deacon's custom, the tunic, which is dressed by the churchman or the bishop or the popes during the prayer. You can see this textile had become a very well known and popular during the Christian times, and it's had been acquired a worldwide fame because of the quality. That's why when I told you the Egyptian cotton and textile are the best, it's not just a saying. This is a true, and this dress had been known worldwide, and it was called the kapati, from the word Copti or Coptic Egyptians. So the word we use it for it's Copti or kapati.
So how old is it?
It goes to 7th century, 6th, 7th century AD.
That's
Yeah.
And this is how it was sold?
It's made from cotton, and you can see it's made a thread made from silk and made from silver. Aywa? Kiswa. You understand what is kiswa in Swahili? Do you have this word? Kiswa means cover, to cover something. You know that, have you been to, I know, you've never been to Christians, so we can't go to Mecca. You know, Saudi Arabia, the great place, or which in the picture, you see the black rectangular or squared house where the Muslim every year go and go around. Yeah, it's called the Kaaba. And the Kaaba from the very old time had been sponsored by Egyptian kings. During the Islamic era, Egyptian kings and sultans of Egypt had been always responsible to send an annual attribution or annual gift to the Kaaba. Every year, the Kaaba has to change the cover, has to have a new. Why is that? Because King of Saudi at that time, he had lots of disagreement with the president of Egypt. So he refused his present and gifts, and he decided to send it back to Egypt. And from that time, that Saudi Arabia are sponsoring to make this annual or kiswa yearly to the Kaaba by themselves. You can see it has a thread from silver, thread from gold, and it's one of the best textile in the world.
in the world.
In the world. It's so expensive. This is part of it, not the whole kiswa. It's only one side of kiswa. How it's traveled, how they travel across the desert, they travel across the camels. And the camel has something like called al-mahmal. What you see here, was like a storage place to be placed on the camel, and it was actually used as a storage in the same time. So they can put it, people can sleep in it, or you can put any stuff or goods inside it as well. And that's all will be placed on the saddle of the camel.
Wow.
This is what, like a caravans. Hundreds of camels were traveling across the desert for years from Egypt to Saudi to deliver the kiswa of Mecca.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting, huh? All right, and now one last thing you got to see. The nomads' customs of the desert. The Bedouins of Sinai. The Bedouin of Sinai dress, how the woman dressed up there. This is the actual and traditional customs, outfits of the woman in Sinai. You can see how colorful it is, how fancy it looks with gold and necklaces. This is all, by the way, pure gold.
This is real gold?
No, this one here is not real gold, but what they are wearing, it's a real gold. Okay? Some of these are gold. The one is wearing is not gold, but this one are real gold. This is kind of anklets, bracelet, purse, necklaces, the one they wore by the Semitic woman. Beautiful customs.
So guys, sisi tumetoka huko and now we are going somewhere else. And the good thing is that huko mimi unajua nilikuwa nimeambiwa tunaenda kuona mummies. My friend, hata yule the Pharaoh mwenye alikuwa anatesa Waisraeli nimeona mwili yake. It's just that you cannot take the video. And well, I've seen it. Nimeona mpaka the queen mwenye alikuwa wakati wa Pharaoh, wakati wa Pharaoh mwenye alikuwa wakati wa wana wa Israeli walikuwa wanateswa. I mean, such a great experience, and I'm telling you, ni venye tu singekuja na video, but we have seen it. We have seen all the pharaohs that were there during that old time, and I mean, it's a very, very nice museum here. Na ninashukuru sana. I mean, kuna wale waliogopa kwenda kuona mummies. Hawakutaka kwenda kuona kama my friend Martha hapa. Martha, wewe hukwenda kuona the mummies? Na naka kuratiriri tuona nginya Pharaoh wa uria watecaga gwitagwo atia?
Ramsey or something.
Ramsey second.
The second.
Na nginya ndamuona.
Nĩũcokire kũmuona?
Njokire nĩngũmuonete rĩu ndacoka nĩguo njokire rĩu ndiko tikĩte serious nĩ ũndũ ũcio. Niĩ ndegũgĩkomete hau.
Ithandũkũ rĩake.
Ithandũkũ rĩake gwatuĩka rĩ thabarĩ.
Ithandũkũ rĩake rĩrakinya.
Gwatuĩka rĩ rũraya, rĩ diaspora. But yeah.
Okay, nĩgwĩkirwo.
Nĩ rĩa kũigua andũ makerorera. Nĩ ũndũ ũrĩa umakĩtie nĩ atĩ nĩ tuona nginya, I mean, those are really bodies. I mean, the bones ziko hapo. Such an awesome experience. My guys, I love you so much, and I mean, I wish kuna jinsi ningeweza kuleta hiyo maficha zao uone huyo Pharaoh huyo na queen wake, lakini wako hapo wamekaushwa, and they are real people, mummies. Anyway, from here I'm headed to the pyramids, so I mean, I'll keep you updated guys. I love you so much. Mimi naitwa JD ama ukipenda Jeremy Damaris. Well, wacha kwanza nitaka nje. Let me see what's going on here. I was actually here, but let me get out. At least I get some good view. Tuone venye kunakaa huko. It's a beautiful experience. I mean, this is good. Weh, adoito. Lakini muone mtu ya kuonyana. That's the real deal. I mean, this is Egypt itself. Na ukai kuhana kuhunyuka na tikuhunyuka ni uria ukihana na warora kuria irima-ini ukona bado kuri ona mithanga na marima maria megwitagwo ate kirima gike turerirwo ate kiretwo Mukati, the splitting mountain. This is a very good view. I mean, wako na mto hapa. Actually, this is the first one to see. Apart from the ile nilikuwa nimeenda kuona ya the river Nile. But this is a good thing. Very beautiful. I mean, sasa huko wanasemaga ni jangwa kweli. Hii si jangwa. This is a beautiful place, my friend. Egyptian Museum. I mean, I'm loving everything I'm seeing here. Thank you guys. At least hata kama hujafika umesikia nimekuonyesha. At least you feel like you're here and enjoying this. Next time I'm bringing you here. Mimi nawareta hapa ndiramurega guku andu aitu muke muone. Ntini actually ni guvanga tuguvanga thavari. Andu aingi maringi, when people are many, they enjoy this trip, and of course it's a memory thing. I mean, you'll keep it for your records. Thank you muno. Andu aitu kaundu karia ngumwira mugaga miti ni shamba makoragwo Kenya. Tarora icuba ici mbona ha. Sasa sisi tumekuja hapa Egypt, tumeletwa hapa na Sophie. Tuoka twaja guthomithio horo wigie kugura maguta ma kwinogora, maguta ma metamayo, maguta matari mahutie na kindu. Ala nireke ndimwire kunungiririo tuindoi andu maja kuga tutikugura riu thaici andu noda niguo kwina yundu gawo ngura kanyamu kamwe ugo kaiguithio ni mama we haha akuiguithia uma na kanyamu taru ni ngwenda manie nyuma kugura tumaguta ka size gaka no takimake ndacenjio mbao riu ndiragura mutuku uyu wa maguta ni maguta ma marasi na maguta ma kria maguta ma mothio ndero maretwa harumo ndete magukunyorokio thio riu ni ndakira ni gukigurira andu akwa nigetha makione maguta ma kwihaka no taru muthuri we hao gwetwo Amoche kuma kuria New Hampshire anuritwo riu kwanja we na mama ona muthu gwetwo matha hari egwite ndekugura no riu ri riu ni rithiti yakwa ĩ harĩ ndakimwo ya ndora $200 wa Mocio nake ndatigitwo na thutha onake mena mwari matamuritwo gutamuru anyway kengarihe kinyo ukiona ona leta ya biru haya reka tuone no tekuma ukwe mwanure so my friend kaide mwire ona Mr George ekugite ati ni arega riu no ocio riu aya mena kindu kiretwo magic of something, magic of control riu andu marang'eng'ana ku make orders. Let me tell you guys, when you come here next time, don't even try to do that. Ukambiriria uguo ucoke wikore riu ni wagura tuindo riu ni ndathie kuriha na macoke makenyume thutha, but we are very happy anyway. No riu maguta ma turenderio na tutiramenya ni ma muthemba uriku, but anyway riu ucio ni atwarwo hagutamurirwo So anyway guys, we like this, it's a very good thing, and I mean andu ametigire na biashara reke ngwire andu metigire tukarihe, so I don't have an option, I'll have to pay. I'm coming home with maguta, and I mean na ndirakwira to ni guku ginya China na nio mauga ni mari ndawa othe magathukitwo turumu ogopa watu wa Egypt ndarigwa mukuregete mukiuga ati mutiragura ona itaragitikia ati ara ni China mekuria magathukitwo anyway it's okay. What we are going to do, niye ndagutha igiri we wagura 10 na ki ote au kinya ndio wagura 10 na ciga
ni ndaguthwo ndagura beans ndagura meat ndagura orange blossom
ndagura ya kunogora mahindi
leo ya guthukua
andu maragura cia guthugua. Mr George mundu wa Ngai we na nugo kuregete ukugete ati nyamu no warega
riu ri he ihotwa nengerwo ya guthugua twaigua mwaki werwo iyo ni ya mahindi arthritis na nyama igitura na ki gwitagwo mea ni temu ĩrĩa yareheirwo Jesu frankincense and myrrh riu ni weno
waima wira we no guthugua
riu weka ati tuhindi tugacocorwo guo tugoka nywe
tonjo well haya nienda ngure ya kunyorotha uthio nderwo ati uthio wakwa nduratwara na miaka yakwa mutumia nake no muhaka anyorothwo na anyway thank you. You wanna say something? Yeah. Anyway, thank you muno. Ni nderwo na ni njithe ya uthio ati nyoroke uthio wakwa go no kwa wa miaka 13 handu ha miaka 40. Anyway, twambe tukirihe sagwa Jeremy Tamaris.